I guess just want to use this video to look at why plants are so important to have in nature. So no environment will be successful without plants in it, and there's kind of 5 main reasons for that. So I'm going to talk about these 5 things quickly. So the first reason plants are so important is air, right? Plants take in the things in the air that we breathe out, and they turn it into the things that we need to breathe in, us along with all other animals who are in the environment. So they do this through a process called photosynthesis, and they take in carbon dioxide, which is in what we breathe out, and they turn it into oxygen, which we and all other animals need in order to live. Plants will also take some of the pollution out of the air, so they might take something like carbon monoxide, which is in what comes out of the the tailpipe of a car when it's running, and it can also turn that into breathable air for us again. Number 2 is food. So some animals use plants as their food source. You know, a deer might eat some grass, a squirrel might eat an acorn, but even animals that don't eat plants still rely on plants for their food source because they might eat something that eats the plants. So a coyote, for example, might not eat seeds, but they might eat a mouse that eats the seeds. So we need the plants for the food. Number 3 is shelter. So many animals live in plants or live among plants. A bird may build its nest in a tree. A squirrel might live in that tree. But even the animals that don't live in the tree directly will often use plants and bushes and trees for camouflage, so that they're hidden from other animals, or they might go amongst the trees to protect them in a rainstorm or that kind of thing. Number 4 is water. Now there is water in plants, but the one things that plants do that we don't really think about sometimes is that they bring the water out of the soil. So they'll suck up the water using their roots, and then they release some of that water out into the air. That water vapor will then go up, form clouds, and rain back down. So plants in general are an important part of the water cycle, and we get a lot more rain in places where there's a lot of trees than in places where there aren't. The last one is erosion. No. So erosion, sorry, my S kind of stuck there. Erosion means that that's when the soil is blown away by the wind or washed away by running water. We need the top part of the soil in order for plants to grow. It's the part with all of the nutrients in it. If we don't have plants in the soil, let's say that washes away and then we don't get plants. If there are plants already in that soil though, the roots of the plant will hold that soil together, and so even if it's windy or even if there's water that's running, that soil will not wash away. So you can see that plants are very important in nature, and here's 5 reasons why. All right, thanks guys.